Alright, we got some Projos for a 16-inch gun, and there is a barrel section from a 16-inch gun. Well, howdy folks, welcome back to the channel. We are here at the town site of Thorne, Nevada, which is just outside of Hawthorne, Nevada, home of the Hawthorne Army Ammunition Plant. Now, we're out here for the Vora Nevada Wild off-road race, but that's not what today's video is about. Today we're going to be visiting the Hawthorne Ordnance Museum, downtown Hawthorne, and we're going to show you around there. So stick around, this one should be pretty good. Alright folks, we are here at the Hawthorne Ordnance Museum. So we're going to go inside and make sure we can film in there. There we go. So for those that don't know, Hawthorne Army Ammunition Plant actually started out as a Navy post. And it was Navy up until the early 70s. We got our M2 Browning heavy machine gun. We got the M1919 30 caliber machine gun. And then that bad boy right there, that is the M242 chain gun. It's the main gun on the Bradley fighting vehicles and the Marine Corps LAVs. And I actually was trained when I went to small arms repair school. When I was trained on these things here. So I'm just going to kind of just let the camera run. And show you guys what all is in here. There's some pictures from Hawthorne back in the day. Obviously, all of the stuff that's here is inert. And this is interesting. This is a World War II German 20mm anti-aircraft gun. Some of you may recognize this from the movie Saving Private Ryan. This particular one wasn't used in that, but this is the 20mm cannon that the Germans turned on the on the GIs towards the last battle scene there. Now this is a section, I believe this is a 16-inch gun barrel. So I can remember many years ago driving by Hawthorne on my way to Las Vegas, and there were three, and actually here's some pictures of them. It looks like there were three World War II dated 16-inch gun barrels sitting by the road. They were getting ready to be scrapped. See, I haven't been in this part. This part of the museum wasn't open last time I was here. Some neat memorabilia. World War II. Oh. Somebody built some model ships. Some memorabilia from the latest unpleasantries in the Middle East. And some beautiful display cases here with some beautiful uniforms. Some printing press stuff here. World War II officers' mess. See if we can get some better angles on some of these missiles and bombs. We got some really nice displays here with some World War II equipment. Oh, and as would be expected in a ammunition plant, a lot of firefighting type stuff. It's a neat little museum. They're only open in the summertime here. They're open Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. This is a Mark 60 mine. That's a fairly good sized chunk of ordnance there. Here we have a cluster bomb with all the little bomblets in it. .60mm mortar. We've got a British self-propelled gun. Alright, we're going to go back. We're going to go back around front, and they have a little replica of a little prototype armored car in there. So we'll take a look at that, and then we'll take a look at some of the stuff outside.
Some of the rickety shop, apparently.
It's like you're headed to St. George.
Okay.
What we have
Yeah, it's
is a little prototype. This is a reproduction. This is a reproduction of a little
I'm
prototype
from Washington, they're like, even
armored
like the
car.
most podunk towns, it's like, you're still 2.5 hours away from Seattle. Like, you're still pretty much there almost all the time. You're never far from a Costco or whatever, right?
what?
A Costco. You're never far from a Costco.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I had surgery on my ear, so I can't hear a whole lot.
Kind of crooked. This one's clogged, man. Hawthorne here.
And we have a, I don't know if the light is kind of messing with me, but this is a big radio system.
Used to be along 95.
Yeah, it's 195. You gotta go see what the picture is.
Okay.
The cluster bomb delivery deal there, 1,000-pounder. So we've got the British Chieftain tank here. Alright, we got some Projos for a 16-inch gun, and there is a barrel section from a 16-inch gun. 16-inch guns on the like the battleship, the Missouri, and some of the Iowa class battleships. And we've got some anti-aircraft, guns that would have been on shipboard. So we're going to walk back or over to the other side where they've got some torpedoes. A nice 2,000-pound guided bomb here. And what's really neat is about this museum is you've got all this ordnance in their shipping containers. Now this torpedo here was made to look like a submarine, and this used to sit alongside Highway 95, you know, going out of town from Hawthorne here. And I remember seeing it several times, you know, headed down to Las Vegas, and then all of a sudden it wasn't there anymore. And so I had hoped that it got saved, and it sure did, and it's sitting here at the museum now. So what we've got here is a Sergeant York air defense platform. It was a one of the United States, it's a rather failed attempt at a air defense, you know, artillery platform. And it just, the radar systems on this thing were just not, they couldn't they just couldn't go ahead and provide, you know, what they were expected to. It's the M247 Sergeant York. But it is a great big son of a gun here. So yeah, if you want to learn a little bit more about Sergeant York, just do a Google search for the M247 Sergeant York, and you know, there's a lot of articles about it. It was a pretty controversial project at the time, and not because it was, you know, morally controversial. It was controversial because it was just costing them cost overruns, just crazy cost overruns. So now we're just about at the end here. We've got a nice howitzer. This, I believe, is British. Let's take a look at what the data plate says. Vickers Limited, Vickers being a British manufacturer. Yeah, I would say that's probably a British piece. So they must have gotten some kind of a good deal on British equipment, because they have the Chieftain tank out front, the that little self-propelled gun inside, and then this artillery piece here. So I think that pretty much about covers it. It's a small museum, but it's packed with a lot of really good stuff. And so if you're, you know, on the road driving between southern and northern Nevada, you're going to come through Hawthorne on Highway 95. The museum is open Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays during the summer hours here, and they're open from like 10 till 4. So it is definitely worth stopping in and checking it out. And the guys that work here, there's older guys, veterans, and they'll answer just about any questions you got. So swing on by, drop some money in their tip jar. The museum is free, but you know, donations are always appreciated. I mean, it takes money to go ahead and keep this stuff going. So at any rate, I think that's going to be about it for this one. This is kind of a short video, but So, but like I said, if you get a chance to come through Hawthorne, Nevada, stop on by the Hawthorne Ordnance Museum. All right, folks, that's going to be about it for this one. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Like I said, it's a neat museum here. Please remember, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks again, folks.